I was, I was speaking about before, I was in a dark place and I was going through some stuff, but I feel like I've been resurrected now, and I'm in the light again.
Face, don't disrespect me. Hear me? Nah, don't disrespect.
There's not a slight on him at all. It's words my ambition of that is the opportunity put in front of me, offered to me, is not one to say no to.
But you know what? I feel like it's my time, and I'm a king slayer, and I've got to do that again.
Speak to that.
Breaking news in heavyweight world: Daniel Dubois has shocked everyone by throwing a chair at Fabio Wardley during a heated face-off. The scene was chaotic and tense as Dubois unleashed his frustration, showing he's ready to fight with everything he has. This shocking moment has instantly gone viral and set the stage for a high-stakes showdown.
Me, bro. Don't know who the this guy thinks he's talking to.
No.
Daniel Dubois is clearly trying to get under Fabio Wardley's skin. This is classic psychological warfare. Dubois knows that if he can make Wardley lose focus, he could gain a major advantage, and the ring fans are already buzzing as tensions escalate, and this face-off shows both fighters are ready for war.
Crossing out, getting bets, and that's what they're all been trying to do, because he's thinking, if I can get this man angry, get this man mad, then he'll deviate from his game plan.
The tension is so high that even Eddie Hearn has to step in to prevent chaos. This isn't just hype. Both Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley are brimming with intensity and focus. Fans can sense that when these two finally meet in the ring, it's going to be explosive with no room for mistakes. The security measures show just how heated this rivalry has become.
You honestly think if these two come together like this, you know what's going to happen?
So what
I'm going to keep them apart by a wall of security.
Frank Warren makes it clear he isn't here for theatrics. He values the sport and knows the fight itself is the main event. The tension is real, but the focus remains on skill and preparation. Both fighters are dangerous, and fans are in for a thrilling heavyweight showdown that goes beyond drama.
I like it. People think because you're a promoter you like all that stuff. Me, I didn't like what happened.
The Wade Plemines points out that chaos is part of the fight game, but warns about crossing the line. While brawls grab headlines, the real focus is skill and preparation. Fans know what's coming is explosive yet disciplined, showing these heavyweights mean business and are ready to settle scores in the ring.
Shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat sports world.
Frank Warren highlights the raw power and experience of both fighters. Age may have slowed them slightly, but their heavy hands and styles promise fireworks. The fight will be explosive from the first bell. Fans are on edge, knowing every punch could change the fight in an instant, making this a must-watch clash.
Got that, and who will prevail? Because I'm not being disrespectful, they're in their 40s, aren't they now? So the speed that they had a few years ago is not there. Their styles will blend to make it a real, as soon as that bell goes, right on top of each other. And they'll be throwing their bomb.
Don Charles explains the behind-the-scenes tension with Daniel Dubois and his father. The sudden coaching change adds intrigue to the fight camp, but shows professionalism as he moves on. Fans see the drama off the ring mirrors the intensity inside, and it builds anticipation for how this will affect performance on fight night.
Privately, Daniel's father in particular, he recognized what I've done for Daniel and the father. And I too recognize what they done for me as a coach. So it's a mutual thing. Like I said, it was a sudden ending, and that doesn't sit well with me in the way that it ended. I haven't got this entitlement that I must be Daniel Dubois' coach.
No, fair enough.
But the timing of it, when 48 hours prior to me being dismissed, sacked, the conversations I was having with Daniel's father didn't suggest, no, that's the only thing that doesn't sit well with me. But like I said, I've digested it, I've acknowledged it, accepted it, processed it, and I've accepted it, and life moves on.
Is the person who I'd have as the favourite, and obviously that's Fabio Wardley. His resume in his last 4 or 5 fights have been really good, as was Daniel Dubois before the Usyk fight. So it depends what the Usyk fight took out to Dubois. Will he be questioning himself? He's been accused of quitting again. Could have got up by certain people in the press, things like that. And these things will be playing on his mind. And it's whether he can come out and say, right, I'll fucking show yous, or he'll go within himself a little bit. I think it'll be the former. But I think the hand speed of Fabio Wardley will cause Dubois problems. He can be hit clean. Obviously, Wardley will have to be on high alert and can't afford to really make one mistake.
Duke McKenzie highlights Fabio Wardley's growth, since winning the world title. Beating Joseph Parker decisively proves he's a serious contender in the heavyweight division. Wardley's improved jab could be the difference in his fight against Daniel Dubois. This sets up a technical battle with both fighters bringing power and skill, promising an intense clash that fans can't miss. Every punch counts and both are capable of ending the fight at any moment, making this an unpredictable heavyweight showdown.
Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then it's a battle of...
Carl Frock questions Daniel Dubois' hunger for top-level success despite his immense punching power. Dubois has proven he can hit hard, but Wardley represents a fresh challenge he hasn't faced before. Frocka's insight highlights that mental toughness is as crucial as power. The clash of styles and the question of who wants it more makes this fight electrifying. Fans are set to witness raw strength, skill, and determination collide in a battle where every exchange could define careers. It's more than just a fight, it's a statement from both heavyweights.
You do wonder, when it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hooney, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweights. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it'd hurt. But somebody like me who's got a granite chin, I think I'd be okay.
Tyson Fury emphasizes the intensity and significance of this fight for British boxing. Both Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley are prime heavyweights, packing devastating power and athleticism. Fury points out that a single clean punch could decide the outcome, making this a true 50-50 battle. Fans are set for a thrilling spectacle with massive stakes, explosive exchanges, and youthful energy. The fight promises to be a showcase of power, precision, and strategy, and boxing enthusiasts are in for a heavyweight showdown that will leave jaws dropping and discussions raging long after the final bell.
Their camp.
I think Wardley's a good fighter, and I think the Daniel Dubois fight is a very good fight. I think it's a great fight for British boxing. Two British heavyweights knocking lumps off each other, and these are two big punches, and you know, whoever lands first with the best shot will win.
What makes him dangerous, you think?
Oh, they're all dangerous, all heavyweights, yeah, they're all very dangerous. These guys are 6'4", 6'5", 18 stone wrecking machines. Look how they're built. They're built like Greek gods, carved out of stone. They're training, they're young, they're ambitious, dangerous.
And then Daniel versus Fabio Wardley, who do you think will win?
They're both in their prime, both fresh, both young, and it's a real fight where it's not like one's past it and one isn't. They're both in their prime, so I think the fans are the real winners here. They get to see a 50-50 fight between two big heavyweights.
I wonder if Fabio Wardley is going to fall for that call out, because one thing about Fabio, he just got the belt. And he wants to prove that he's a legitimate champion, and I think doing so is to beat another one that was a legitimate champion, Daniel Dubois. But what does it mean for Fabio Wardley to be wanted, right? To be sought after. I think it's an opportunity for Fabio Wardley to make some serious cash.
Spencer Oliver nails the psychological aspect of heavyweight boxing, emphasizing that Daniel Dubois' raw strength alone won't secure victory. With proper mindset and self-belief, Dubois can harness his power and become unstoppable. Don's work with him on mental toughness is crucial because in high-stakes fights, confidence and composure often separate champions from contenders. Fans know that physical ability gets you in the ring, but mental clarity dictates how effectively you use that ability. This insight hints that Dubois' preparation goes beyond punches. It's about strategy, resilience, and timing. With the right mindset, Dubois could dominate Wardley or any opponent, turning his natural power into a precise and calculated weapon. Boxing at this level is as much about brains as brawn, and Oliver highlights the transformative potential of mental conditioning in shaping a fighter's destiny.
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. Yeah. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and like, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
Fabio Wardley's mindset sets him apart as a true competitor. His commitment to facing the toughest opponents rather than taking the easy route demonstrates courage and integrity. Wardley's ambition to be remembered as a great fighter and champion reflects not only confidence but also a strategic approach to legacy building. This mentality shows he's prepared to test himself against Daniel Dubois' raw power and resilience. Wardley's willingness to throw himself into the deep end reveals a fighter ready for high-stakes battles. Fans can sense that this isn't just a fight for belts but a proving ground for Wardley's character, toughness, and heart. He's building a legacy of bravery and excellence, refusing to shy away from danger, and ensuring that every punch he throws carries both ambition and calculated intent, making this clash with Dubois a truly compelling showdown.
I chose him because of that exact reason. I want to be remembered for being a great fighter, but also a great world champion, someone who wasn't shy, didn't cherry pick fights, didn't pick the easy ones just to hold on to and then have some sort of title of reign, or if I held on to my belt for 8 years and I fought like nobody's in that time or whatever else and dodged all the good fights. Like, that's not how I want to.
Ade Oladipo captures the brutal excitement of a potential Dubois versus Wardley clash. Both fighters have proven their power and resilience in a heavyweight division, and he stresses how evenly matched this battle could be. Fabio Wardley can deliver devastating shots, but Daniel Dubois has demonstrated an ability to punish opponents relentlessly. This fight is high stakes and unpredictable, combining brute strength with technical prowess. Ade's analysis shows that momentum could shift in an instant, and both men are capable of explosive moments that could end the fight quickly. The balance of skill, experience, and physicality makes it impossible to predict a winner confidently. Fans can expect an intense, no-holds-barred encounter where every exchange matters. Both fighters bring legacy-driven motivation, meaning this battle will not only be physical but also a mental test of endurance and strategy, making it one of the most anticipated British heavyweight showdowns.
Christ, man, that's just sensational. Honestly, that is just brutality at its best. I have picked against Fabio 2 or 3 times. I will never pick against him again. That being said, I picked against Dubois a couple of times. I think it's 50-50, and this isn't fencing because I 51-49 Fabio. Fabio can crack, unlike any heavyweight I think right now in the division, but he takes a lot of punishment. Like, we've seen it, and I don't think you can take that type of punishment early from Dubois. But it's a tremendous fight. Look, if it does happen, credit to both. Credit to Dubois. To do Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ, Usyk, Wardley is better than any run minus Usyk in the heavyweight division. And, by the way, Parker was supposed to be squeezed in there as well.
Duke McKenzie highlights the dangerous reality of heavyweight boxing, where one punch can decide the fight. Daniel Dubois' limited lateral movement could be a vulnerability against a powerful, precise fighter like Fabio Wardley. Both fighters are punchers, and their styles promise explosive exchanges that could end in a knockout at any moment. While Dubois has world title experience, McKenzie points out that execution under pressure is what truly separates elite fighters. Wardley's abilities could exploit openings in Dubois' defense, and the fight will be a test of stamina, precision, and timing. Fans should expect a battle where mental focus and adaptability are as crucial as strength and power. Every moment in the ring matters, and the clash between Dubois and Wardley could redefine both fighters' careers, delivering a thrilling, action-packed spectacle.
And as you know, in heavyweight boxing, unlike any other weight division, you're one punch from victory, one punch from disaster. So it's not a question of the first one to land, because Dubois, there isn't enough lateral movement. You can only teach him so much. Dubois he's been to the top of that tree. He's tasted world title success. He knows what it is to be a world champion. You can't really improve when you've been a world champion. I mean, you never stop learning, but it's whether you can actually take that and put it into action. For me, there's not enough movement from Daniel Dubois, and once those bullets start getting fired, then mate, once those shots start coming in, boy, someone's getting knocked out. It's gonna be, you know what, their styles are gonna blend so well, because like I say, they're both punchers. They both box reasonably well. They both got reasonably good stamina. And, you know, as soon as that bell goes, mate, don't blink. Don't blink. It's going to be, boy, you know what, like I said, I'm quite excited about that one.
The build-up to this fight between Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley has already set the stage for one of the most explosive clashes in British heavyweight boxing history. Both men bring power, skill, and ambition to the ring, and the potential for fireworks is undeniable. Dubois has world title experience and raw power that can end fights in an instant, while Wardley combines technical skill with fearless aggression and a mindset focused on legacy and taking on the best. This is not just about strength, but about strategy, timing, and mental toughness. Every punch could change the course of the fight, and neither man can afford to make mistakes. The contrast between Dubois' measured power and Wardley's relentless pursuit of dominance creates a perfect storm of excitement. Fans will witness a battle where every exchange counts, and the tension will be palpable from the opening bell. Whether it ends in a knockout or a strategic display of skill, this fight promises unforgettable moments. The British heavyweight scene has never been this electric, and now it is your chance to witness history unfold. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join us live to see who emerges victorious in this titanic showdown.